Now, if you're struggling to fall asleep and switch the mind off, then this yoga class will be right for you to kind of unwind and switch off from the day, to zone out and thus drift into nice, relaxing sleep. I'll meet you in child's pose. Let's get right into it. With your hands straight forward, your knees are as wide as a yoga mat so we can allow space for the belly and the chest to melt forward. Drop the forehead down as well. Just allow a few moments for gravity to pull you down. Breath is key, so try and take as many mindful breaths as you can. Inhales through the nose, and start to notice any sensations in the hips, your feet, any shortness of breath, whatever goes on. Let's start observing, being in the moment, trying to switch off the mind by tuning into the body and the breath. We'll lift up the head, gently walk the hands back to assist you to rise up onto your hands and your knees in tabletop. Now we're going to do a pose called thread the needle. Now this helps to kind of unwind the shoulders and stretch them out. So you're going to bring the right hand exactly underneath the face with support. The left hand opens up like a wing, and then with an exhale you thread it through between hand and knee. You slide straight all the way to the side. You drop the head low, and if you feel comfortable here, you can straighten the right hand forward. Now you can see now I'm not touching the ground with my shoulder because I'm not warmed up. It feels too forced if I go down, so you can prop up a pillow or a yoga block right here to make this more comfortable. The head rests, and your hips should be somehow aligned above the knees. Don't go all the way back or all the way forward like that. Find a nice 90-degree angle, breathing softness, feeling the ground and how it supports the body during this asana. Your breath present, and return the right hand back to the face. Push the ground, rise and slow into tabletop. We're gonna switch sides, bringing the left hand exactly underneath your face. Right hand opens up like a wing, thread it through all the way. And again, you can use a pillow or block again for your right shoulder. Drop it down, and if it feels comfortable, your left hand lengthens forward, head drops down. And you can see now an alignment that I did incorrectly. My hips are going more backwards, so I'm trying to correct that, but bring it a little bit more forward. This gives me more space to twist into it. Left hand returns to the face, pushing the ground, rise back into your tabletop. And let's offer a few cat-cow movements. By inhaling, drop the belly down. Your chest rises forward, the head opens along with the throat. On the exhale, push the ground with your hands, tuck in the tailbone. Bring the belly button inwards along with the chest and chin inwards. And again, inhale, find your breath. Fluid, wave-like movements with the spine. Exhale. And now do 5 more of these with your own speed of breath. Just find your own rhythm, your own tempo. Just invite fluidity to the spinal column. Again, tuning to the sensations in this given moment. Well, what do we feel? Where do we feel it? Perfect. Straighten up your spine, and let's make space now for the right leg to step all the way at the front of the yoga mat. Slide the hips and sink them forward. Bring the right hand onto the right forearm onto your knee. The left hand rises up. Just find a gentle side bend over to the right. We want to feel a nice sensation or a nice stretch from the left knee, rising up to the hip, your side obliques, rib cage, armpit, elbow, wrist. Feeling the easy to spot sensations of the stretch, but also noticing other areas. Can you feel the back foot? Can you feel the front knee? Can you feel and notice the right ear? This just helps to tune into the body even more. And these are actually very useful techniques to switch off the mind, because the mind, monkey as it is, likes to travel from twig or branch to branch, tree to tree, thought to thought. I'll release that down gently. Step the right leg back. Let's make way for the other foot, the left, to come forward. Sink your hips low. Left forearm on your knee. So make sure that your knee is stuck over the ankle. Open up the right hand sideways towards the left. Breathing deep into areas of tightness. Feeling the sensations, the easy to notice sensations and the not so easy to spot. Using the mind as a tool to assist us into relaxation, not battle against us. And release both hands down towards the ground. Step the feet back. Sit back on your heels with your toes hooked under just for a few moments. If this is too much for you and your toes are screaming, you can release the toes under. Just stay here with a few neck rotations in whichever direction feels good for your own cervical spine, that is the neck. Now the remainder of our practice continues laying down on the floor. Before you do so, actually, I would advise you to get near a wall so you can prop the feet up towards it, into Viparita Karani, I think it's called. If you don't have a wall or an empty wall near you, you can use a chair instead. I will bring a chair in so you can demonstrate how that looks. So a similar principle between wall and chair is that your hips start sideways onto your foundation, the wall or chair. And then as you do this, you lay down, lifting the feet at the same time, propping them up onto the wall while you rotate. So my imaginary wall is right here. The chair version, you just drop the heels onto it. The upper body is relaxed. Your hands can rest on the belly so you can become more attuned and familiar with your breath cycles. Yeah. The chair here is a little bit too low for me. The femur bone is a little bit too high for this, so I might push the chair a little bit back. And this chair is actually handy for me because I can put my legs in through. That makes it more comfortable, so I can stay here in relaxation without any noticeable tension. The upper body melting, becoming one towards the yoga mat, allowing gravity to do its work, reversing the blood circulation, allowing any stagnant energy from the feet to return to the rest of the body so we can continue its flow, the lymphatic system, nervous system, the blood circulation. You can stay here as long as you like. I will recommend from 2 minutes all the way up to 15. So you can go ahead and pause the video. Actually, that will prove difficult right now because you're not near the monitor or phone. And you slowly bring the feet to exit. You just bring yourselves into a side position, like an embryo pose. With the assistance of your hands, you lift. Let me prop the chair away from here. Now, this was a brief yoga class with a target to switch off the sympathetic nervous system, the one that causes stress, anxiety, the one that helps us get things done. But tonight, we don't need that. We just need to unwind and shift into the parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for our health, for our rejuvenation and resting. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you feel more relaxed, well rested. If you think you need a little bit more, stay into the legs up the wall position for a few more minutes. I also have a few meditations for you on an app called Insight Timer, especially for sleep. You can find links at the description below. Thank you so much for joining me. I wish you a beautiful, pleasant, relaxing evening. Namaste.